Hello and welcome to another update from the Great Big Money Experiment. Today, like every other day, I will lay my finances bare to prove that living frugally is possible, even if you earn a smaller income. First, let's look at last month's spending. We've reached a steady state in spending, so there aren't too many noteworthy items in our spending list here. Under the durable house item category, I bought a studded front tire for my bicycle after taking a fall on the ice on my way to work. 'Tis the season of giving, or so they say. Christmas isn't about the presents, but I will be giving smaller presents to my closest people nonetheless. I finally underspent on the hobby category this month. I also plan to do a month-long freeze for my hobby expenses because I feel it has gotten out of hand. I sometimes buy things I don't necessarily need. A trick I use to stop me from buying things I don't need is to do this. I take the price of an item and divide it by 25. For example, $50 divided by 25 equals 2. That means I get $2 per year for the rest of my life if I don't make that purchase. Last month I switched to public mobile as my phone provider and I'm very happy so far. Use my referral code in the description and you'll get $10 off when you activate your SIM card. I do find myself using my data on, well, crap. So I'm going back to the most basic plan. $15 per month, which includes 250 megabytes of data, which I will save for emergencies, like getting an Uber when my bike breaks down. Here we see my expenses graphed. The red line shows a steady state of spending, and we see that the last 3 months have been around that line. Alright, on to a net worth update. For this month, my credit card is lower than normal. My wife incurred most of the expenses directly, and I reimburse her with cash from my current account. All the increase in my non-registered investment account is growth. Same is true for the TFSA account. I've seen growth in my RRSP, but contributions were also made. My investments from my financial planner is being transferred and the balance on the account shows 0, so I guess the value would be the same or probably even more than it was last month. All in, my net worth increased by $2,250. On the graph, it's apparent that I am inching towards my target. What we are looking at here are the funds I have that I do not include in my net worth. Of note here, we have aspiration savings, that's a $150 deposit, usually it's $100. Hobby savings is positive for the first time, and overall, these funds combined grew by $230 in the last month. My credit score is up 2 points from last month. It is slowly recovering from the hit it took when I closed my line of credit and credit card accounts with my previous bank. Before we wrap this up, I would like to share some resources with you. I prefer sharing useful tidbits I come across instead of recreating them, because I don't want to add to the noise, the information overload out there. First resource is a video titled Escaping the Rat Race by James Janey. It is about production versus consumption. Watching this will remind you why most early retirees focus on controlling their consumption as opposed to increasing their production, or in other words, their paycheck. The second resource is a book, How to Quit Like a Millionaire. I read it a while ago and it is truly a roadmap for anyone that is debt-free and ready to start investing and ready to retire. Before you buy a home, retire, or invest your money, give this book a read. Where it has particularly shed light for me was on the subject of tax-efficient investing. Check the description or the resources page of my website for links to these and other resources. Thanks for watching. Until the next one, stay frugal.